So here's a question. You're sitting back and you're watching your children get sick. You can't believe that everything that you think should work doesn't work. And then all of a sudden, you finally go to the doctor's office. The doctor says, hey, we're going to try and do this. And that doesn't work. So all of a sudden, you're stuck between a rock and a hard place because you don't want to see your children sick and you don't want to get sick. But let's be honest, when it's all said and done, somewhere down the line, you're going to get hit with the bug. Well, I've got the bug. I'm starting to feel it. My kids are getting better. And I want to talk about it with my favorite co-host and good friend to the end, Dr. E, who's been there and done that. Dr. E is with us, and Have Faith, Let It Begin starts right now.
Welcome to Have Faith. Let it begin. Here's your host, Angel Santana.
Ariel, can you say have faith?
Again.
Let it begin?
Again.
Say have faith.
Again.
Let it begin.
No.
No? Okay.
It's a boy.
Hi, Noah.
Noah.
Jesus. Happy birthday, Noah.
Caitlin.
You did amazing.
You just put those back in.
Noah.
Have faith, live again. When it starts right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Have Faith, Let It Begin on the cusp of the Mother's Day weekend. We are back on the air. It's a Monday edition, and we're also broadcasting live on TikTok, so all the TikTok viewers are actually getting to hear this before it actually airs on Monday. But Dr. E, I missed you, buddy. How you doing?
God bless you and your kids. I'm sorry we weren't able to record last week. Completely understandable. Been there, done that. You have 2 kids. I have 3 kids. My kids are your age probably, and maybe a little younger. But boy, I'll tell you, back in the 80s, raising kids in the 90s, I'm sorry. Boy, that was no picnic for me. And since it was Mother's Day yesterday,
Yes.
I will tell you, oh my God, thank you, mothers, because I always say this to my patients. I say, if men had to have babies, we would be an extinct species. There would be no humans. We would, who would rule the world? Goats. I just think there would be trillions of goats walking around the world. But getting to the sicknesses. So all of you people out there, all of our Have Faith listeners, all of our TikTok listeners, some of you are young and don't have children yet. Some of you have young kids. Some of you have not so young kids. Some of you have grandkids. Let me say this. It is no fun to watch your loved one be sick because they don't understand what's going on, and it's pathetic. But Angel, here's what I have to tell you. Young kids are extremely resilient, and they bounce back really fast. Mm-hmm. And I think what you have to do is look at it in a way where each illness that they're getting when they're exposed to all these bugs in school and when they're exposed to all these viruses and passing it around, and they're sick and they get better, and like a day later they're sick again, and you think, oh my God, our dear Lord is going to take this one. They're actually getting stronger. It's a rite of passage. The reason why there was such mortality to young people in the day, in the Middle Ages and even before and even after, it was because we didn't really have an understanding of infectious disease. We didn't have any medications to take care of infectious disease. And more importantly, things haven't changed that much from the Middle Ages in the sense that a lot of times all of those huge pandemics, epidemics with COVID, or whether it be Ebola or whatever, in third world countries, people aren't really dying of their diseases. They're dying of the fact that they don't have enough, supportive care, the intravenous's, the hydration, the electrolytes, the antibiotics, the pain meds, the meds to bring the fevers down. All those things are lacking, and that's why we have such high mortality in some of the healthcare disparity countries. Some of the, what would you say? I don't want to say old world countries, but third world countries that are lacking, and there's not a lot of difference in the data between them and contemporary. I'm sorry, and previous history. So as a parent in a first world country in the United States, relax. You guys have amazing pediatricians and doctors and nurse practitioners and extended care practitioners, and you have amazing support mechanisms, and you have the mothers. The mothers are the greatest doctors in the entire world. They are absolutely taking care of those kids, because we would kill them. Besides their viruses aren't going to kill them. The men are going to kill them.
And they are the thermostat and thermometer of the house. The moms can just know and sense any and everything that changes from a child.
Yeah, was Lucy like my mother in the sense that all she had to do was kiss your head and know what your temperature was?
Oh, she didn't even have to do that. It was like radar. It just radar. Yeah. She knew if I was, especially me, if I was quiet or wasn't eating, I'm sick.
Yeah, and I'm going to share something very, I guess, would be embarrassing, because you guys know I'm a doctor, and you would think more of me that I should know better. And here I am trying to give you guys advice when I was I had such anxiety with my kids. But I literally went into my pediatrician's, office one Friday night, when she was there late and she was exhausted. And my first kid just kept on getting sick over and over and over and over. Like the winter was just one big blur. And, I thought we were going to lose her. And she just kind of took my hands and said, she's going to be fine. She's going to be fine. And I'd like to take that moment and pay it forward to you guys. When Dr. Tantawi out of Hackensack, New Jersey, took my hands that night and then soothed me and made me feel better. So Angel, I want to take your hands and let you know that Ariel is going to be okay, and that my friend Noah is going to be okay, and that they're going to grow up and they're going to be healthy and prosperous and joyful and happy people. And that's all I'm gonna tell you.
And what's a great segue to say, holding hands and holding our hands up high, there's nothing better than to segue into prayer. So let me just close out this before I do that. As a parent, if you're a parent out there or you're getting ready to be a parent, you cannot see what's going to happen. That the child is going to fall down. The child's going to get sick. Things are going to happen, but you're never going to predict when it does. You just have to keep the, your patience, your ability to communicate well with your partner, and know that with faith, with guidance, and with great doctors like Dr. E and pediatricians out there, they will have your best interest at heart. So let's go into prayer. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this beautiful day. We thank you for mothers all over the world. We thank you for Mother's Day, and we thank each and every single person that is a part of the Have Faith, Let It Begin family, the Croc Podcast Nation. We thank Dr. E for being on our program every single Monday. We hope that one day it will be more and more days to come. We want everybody to remember that each and every day is a true blessing, and to have mothers in this world give us birth, give us the guidance, give us the nurturing, give us the opportunity to know that they are with us, whether they are here with us on earth or watching down from heaven. They have never left us. They have continued to be a part of us, and they will live in your heart from the day we open our first eyes and take our first breath until our last. So may God be with you. May he shine his light upon you and grant each and every single one of you peace on earth. And never forget,
have faith, let it begin. Thank you, TikTokers, for I know how valuable your time is, and thank you for giving us these 12 minutes of your time, and we really appreciate it. We'll see you next Monday.
That's right. Have a good one, guys. Thank you for listening to another episode of Have Faith, Let It Begin. That's right, Ariel. We're done with another show, and it's always great to have this show with you, my love. We're going to encourage each and every person to listen to our show every single weekday. That's right. You and I are going to help change the world. Do you think that you can do that for me? Huh? Yeah, you can. She does. We want to let you know, and yes, we encourage you to listen to our show each and every weekday, and it's going to be live at 7:30. Make sure you're subscribed to our show. Make sure you get ready, fasten those seatbelts, because Ariel and I and my family are going to bring you a new topic, a new story each and every day, right? Isn't that right, Ariel? Yeah. And she's smiling at me. Guys, enjoy your day.